Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. Another brand new day. It's raining like the dickens outside. And I gotta make walkies today, too. In my pocket, I have a little Hamatron, a little Dr. Snurf. I woke him up. And I was thinking about this before, and it sort of has to do with it now. I woke him up. And I feel bad about waking him up. I want to show him off. But I reached in with no consideration for, his desires and woke him up, and now he's here on camera, but he just wants to go back to bed. He's a good guy, and I feel bad about waking him up like that, because they just want to go back to bed. So, come on, little guy. Here we go. Thank you so much, and I'm sorry. I feel bad about doing that, actually. It all has to do with consent and desire, and when it comes down to it, my just picking him up when he's asleep is essentially might makes right. You can't stop me, therefore I'm going to do it. And that's not very nice, is it? I mean, yes, they're just hamsters, and they don't have a whole lot of actual brain power. But as neurologists around the world in 2012 came and declared, and I believed them 100%, all mammals, birds, and some invertebrates like octopi are as sentient as we are. Not as intelligent, they have much, much tinier brains, but our brains all work similarly. They have that small spark of I. They have desires, wants, needs, emotions, feelings. They're just as sentient as we are. Just tinier. Just tinier. But just because they're smaller doesn't mean that their depths are any less wonderful than ours are, just because our puddles of brain have deeper pools. So I do feel bad when I go and bug him. I mean, I don't know where he's gone right now. Oh, he's just wandering around just to make sure he's safe, and now hopefully he's going to go back into his nest and then go to sleep. I mean, I've disturbed him to that point that now he's halfway afraid to go back to bed, and that's not nice. I feel bad about that. On the one hand, though, I want to treat my hamsters with care, and I feel bad like moving cats when cats don't want to do things because, hey, same thing. Sentient being, and it's essentially might makes right. You're going to move because I want you to. And that's So yeah, I try to adjust my behavior around other critters' lives as best I can, and then feel bad when, oh, he's being so cute. He's grabbing stuff and he's dragging it over with his mouth, and he's rebuilding his nest that I dug up. So that's good. Hopefully I'm not going to be able to have a hamster cam this time, and I'm sorry because I'd have to take the lid off and disturb him again, and No, I don't want to disturb him. I'm just going to let him rebuild his nest and go back to sleep. Son of a gun. My other two hamsters are sleeping because while they are most active at hours of dusk and dawn, dusk is like, dusk is a lot better, but they're usually awake when I'm still asleep, and then when I come in here, they are tucking down and going to sleep. And then in the afternoon, the evenings, they get active again because dusk and dawn, and then they all settle back down again and go to sleep. Things kind of mess them up a little bit. I mean, as soon as I get in here, I turn on this light, and so it's sunlight, artificial sun all of a sudden, and it just stays on for the next 14 to 16 hours or more, since sometimes it's 1 o'clock in the morning. That's a good 18 hours that the light's just on. So talk about messing up their sleep schedules. Oh, the poor little guys. hopefully he's going to get some stuff together and just go back into his nest there. I feel bad about waking him up. Poor little guy. Anyway, though, consent and all that. Consent among critters. Non-sexual consent. Do not have sex with animals. Unless you're an animal. If you're a hamster, please have sex with other hamsters. If you're a cat, please have sex with other cats. But if you're a human being, don't do that. Don't. Animals cannot give informed consent. Don't do that. Ugh. I don't understand people that do like getting involved in bestiality. I mean, ick. But people are people. As a quick aside, it can be deadly. There have been at least, in the past, 10, 15 years, at least one man has died by having sex with a horse, being on the recipient side. And you really don't want to have a male horse have sex with you as a guy or a gal or as a human being, because they're designed for having sex with other horses, and that will kill you. It's like being, well, it's literally you are being impaled on a spike and you will die. And these people have. So don't. I mean, there's all those jokes, it's like, Scotland where the men are men, the women are women, and the sheep are scared. But it's just, don't do it, please. It's just not a good idea. On the other hand, it is a good idea to metabolize on a near daily basis. If you can, try to metabolize 24/7, 365. It's a good idea. If you have to stop metabolizing, don't start up again. That's horrific and nightmarish, and people will probably burn you. So, metabolizing is good. Metabolizing again after you stop is just terrifying. So, just stay metabolizing. It is a good thing. Please, stay metabolizing. There are times when you shouldn't. I mean, if you are badly tortured and you just want to say goodbye, then yeah. Or a horrific disease with no chance of help, it's okay to say goodbye. But on the other hand, if you're just going to the library, continue metabolizing, please. There's no reason to stop just because you're going to the library. That would be terrifying. Where are we going today? Let's go to the library, kids. Thud, thud, thud. That would be horrific. Funny as hell, but horrific too. So, I mean, I'd like to see that in a movie, but I've got a very weird sense of humor, and that as much as it bothers me, really bothers me, and it does, it bothers me badly. When I see other people in their movies or books or TV stuff, if I see death used as humor, it bothers me. I don't like it. And yet, in my own fiction, I use death as humor all the time. I mean, it's a punchline to a good joke or story can be someone being murdered with an axe, and it's funny as hell. I mean, even in TV, it's like or a movie where you see somebody, they get murdered with an axe off screen, but with a good proper setup, and then going, like the guy's dragging something coming back on screen, and then they say like, hey, we're waiting for these people to come back, and he's like, ooh, and then turn around and start dragging the thing back off. It's like, death can be funny, it can be hysterical. Murder can be funny and humorous. And I hate it when other people do it. It just bothers me so much. So why do I turn around and do it so much? Probably because of I've been fascinated morbidly by death most of my life. And now, since I'm in the twilight of my youth of my twilight, where the first 25 years of your life is your youth, and then the next 25 years is your maturity, and then your last 25 years, because on average about 70 years, that's your twilight. Well, at 56, divide up those last 25 years into morning, noon, and night, and I'm still in the morning of my twilight. Because I'm going to keep getting older, I hope, anyway. I don't want to stop metabolizing anytime soon. Which I have finally gotten a phone cord with a phone. I have owned the phone for a while, because the only phone we have here, house phone, and I can't afford a cell phone, is downstairs. And so if I bring the phone up here, I get yammered at because the phone's not downstairs where everyone can use it. And even though I'm the only one that doesn't have a cell phone, and they do, they want to have the landline downstairs. So I finally, after 2 years and some, I've got a phone cord going out my window, going downstairs in through the side of the house. There's an opening. Not that people can go through, but there's an opening that you can bring wires through. And I have done so, and now I have a phone in my room. So I'm going to have to turn the volume down when I'm recording during the daytime hours. But now I can finally make phone calls, and when phone calls come in, this one will ring too. So good. I won't be missing any calls anymore that way. Ugh, annoying. Such is life, though. Such is life. There have been, excuse me, there have been and still are all sorts of things that I want to talk about on a daily basis that I do not remember until after I have turned off that webcam right there. My sincere apologies that I fill this with mostly silence. Like right here, I just now remembered. Over the weekend, I did get this package from Ryan Heinz. Yes, I'm pronouncing that extremely Germanic, but I don't know how you would pronounce the Heinz part there, if it's Heinz or Heinz, but I'm just pronouncing it like, you know, straight German. But there is a package that was sent to me in my post office box, no less. So let us, hurt ourselves and open it up, and inside we have a baggie filled with things. So let's take a look at what these things are. Thank you, Ryan Heinz. We have I can't read it, but there's a cool picture. I literally cannot read that. My eyes will not focus on those words. I am very sorry. It's probably neat, but I just simply cannot see. And then, oh, okay. I guess it's like a Shopify thing. I guess that's you like buy things. And cool. I flower to the people. That looks like some sort of cannabis type label. And then there's a nice little letter. And oh, look at this. Well, this is cool. A wolf. Very, very cool. That's going to go back on the shelf with all the other things. This, as much as people in comments have said, sell all those things, why do you keep buying collectibles? I don't buy anything. People send me things, and then I put them on the shelves so that other people can admire them too. I don't buy collectibles. I get things. And thank you so very much, Ryan Heinz. This is going to go up on the shelf with all my other stuff back there. Thank you. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Definitely a thumbs up. Let me move all my little parts and pieces here. I'm at 14 minutes and change. I'm going to open up 24 hours. Well, I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I really did, and it was only like 6 or 7 pages down. So the Mr. Beast comments have vanished, and well, not vanished, just largely died off. Mr. Beast, of course, did not ever even know that I existed. Life is life. But I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. It is arranged because even though I count American Sign Language, I on the fingers of this, I'm stuck in a routine. I really want to change that up. And if I mispronounce a username, then no disrespect is intended. And what's the other thing I usually say? As much as I'm stuck in routine, I always forget stuff because my brain doesn't work properly. Well, oh yes, and I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment, good comment, bad comment, a different comment. The fact is you left a comment, and that is what is important. Thank you very, very much. So let me call up my Chrome, where I've opened everything up, and we have King ZAX, thank you very, very much, and Tristan Davies, greatly appreciated. Lyrical Genius, thumbs up and thank you. 18 Candy, greatly appreciated. Ill Will Gaming, thumbs up and thank you. And Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. Trina Tan, thumbs up and thank you. Aaron Strauss, thumbs up. UMG_NBA, slurring around my dentures again, sorry about that. Jackson Culver with a 4 and a 3 instead of an A and an E. Thank you very, very much. Carter Doherty, greatly appreciated. Benji, thumbs up and thank you. Jacob Campbell, greatly appreciated. And Jesus Christ, good to know there's internet in heaven. Gavin McNulty, thumbs up and thank you. Marcus Larson, thumbs up. Maddox Whalen, greatly appreciated. Constra, greatly appreciated. Ashton Martinez, thumbs up. John Yom, greatly appreciated. Bernice FIFA, I hope. Alex Zuba, thumbs up. And Chuck00 or Chuck U00, greatly appreciated. And Mama Chell, good to see you in the comment. And Mullen, thumbs up and thank you. Greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you has stated to get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. And while my depression is getting better, I mean, hokey smokes, I was almost dead during the last years of my wife's death, dying. And then after she died, I was gone. I mean, my first few years of my channel, my first 2 years, I was on autopilot. As much as I had reached out and grabbed hold of a lifeline, I was on autopilot and barely functioning as a human being. Thank you all so very, very much for cracking open my case and helping me get re-engaged with people in the world again. It is extremely appreciated. I was on my way out, and I am alive and getting better every day. Thank you so very much. Oh, I might as well do this now. I got various links down below. Move my hand so it's in range. If you can check out those links, I got Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. I've got a blog, NearlySeniorCitizen.com, that I haven't done anything with yet, but I'm going to soon. Again, my thanks to Brian Glenn for getting it set up. Greatly appreciated. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. It is because of you that I am able to pay my rent. Literally, the government's taking money out of my disability checks, and it is because of you. Thank you all so much that I have money that at least this month, January, hopefully February, so we shall see. Thank you all so very, very much. Now, if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you don't want to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time, reaching out to throttle the life of time. Why would I do that? Why would I throttle time? Good Lord, I'm an accidental murderer. Anyway though, thank you all so very much, it is appreciated. Oh, hokey smokes, 18 minutes and change. 18 minutes and change, that means there's only a minute left. Anyway though, hopefully I'm going to have a reaction video today, hopefully a game video for the game channel, hopefully a game video for this channel, hopefully once again I'll be able to live stream. I kept falling asleep last night. And that's bad with my central apnea, that is not good. And of course my webcam went through intense periods of lockup again. Thumbs up, Logitech for the win, and Windows 10 for the win. Anyway though, I forgot where I was. Still, thumbs up, greatly appreciated each and every one of you. While I sleep hard now, I don't sleep long. And so I'm very, very tired when I wake up and my brain is barely functioning. Still though, thank you so much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. It is greatly appreciated, and I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing.